Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm on a hangout with Mario Minecraft, Mega Monster Jam 97A, Monster Jam Collector Racing, Monster Jam Fanatic, and the Cameron 9785.
What's up? What's up, Wolf?
Yo, let's do it.
Hope you guys had a great Easter.
And today we have the event for Monster Jam Sign-Up Series number 190, the second ever Racing in the Basement edition on my channel. So here's a look at all of the races. There are 4 surprise entrances, which I will get to in a moment. So if you don't know what truck you're in, make sure you go check out the Field of Trucks video. And this is also the first ever Racing in the Basement edition with the Spin Masters and the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks, because the first one was back in Series 127 when it was only the Hot Wheels Monster Jam trucks. So let's get a quick look at the track here. So here's the ramp, obviously, and they're gonna go down this way. Now, I know the floor is disgusting. It's because we don't really use the basement that much. But anyways, I made a line of trucks here at the end. So if both trucks end up hitting this line or like around this line, maybe they go a little bit past it on that side or on this side. But if they do that, we're going to do like whichever one got to it first is going to win, because yes, I know that is very far, but they do roll that much because this is a hard surface. It's not like a carpet or anything, so they won't slow down. So yeah, that's the line that we're going to have at the end here. So yeah, without further ado, let's go, and we're going to kick things off with Soldier Fortune taking on Time Flies. Sign-up Series 190 is underway. And the first winner is going to be Time Flies as he spins out Soldier Fortune. Next up, we have Scooby-Doo taking on the Fire Mohawk Warriors. And it is going to be Scooby-Doo with a block on Mohawk Warrior. So I just realized that I actually forgot to name off the 4 surprise entrances, so I'm going to do that now. So we have Holly Triplet and Brodozer, Cooper Phillips and Steer Clear, Patrick the MJ Fan and the Nitro Neon Son of a Digger and Metal Sonic Dude and the Ice Earth Shaker. So anyways, next up we have Brodozer taking on the Nitro Neon's Pirate's Curse. And Brodozer doesn't do very well. He runs into Aftershock, but I'm going to count it. Pirate's Curse goes all the way to the end, and he is going to take the win. Next up, we have Fire Whiplash taking on Loco Punk. And what a race! Loco Punk hits the end first, and Loco Punk is going to take the win. Next up, we have the Gold Max D taking on the Fire Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And Gold Max D turns to the right, and that is going to give the win to Monster Mutt Rottweiler Fire. Next up, we have Plankton taking on Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And Plankton has a lead, but Dalmatian is going to take the win. It doesn't matter where Plankton goes. Like I said, whoever hits it first takes the win. Dalmatian is going to advance. Next up, we have the Overcast El Toro Loco taking on the Nitro Neon's Blue Thunder. And El Toro Loco has the lead. Blue Thunder turns at the end, and El Toro Loco hits the end, and he will advance. Next up, we have the Ice Northern Nightmare taking on Skeleton Crew. And Northern Nightmare has a lead. Oh, man, I don't know who hit it first. I think it might have been Northern Nightmare. I'm going to go take a look back at the clip. Alright guys, so as you saw in that clip right there in slow motion, it looks like Northern Nightmare by the slightest bit hit it first, so Northern Nightmare is going to take the win. Next up we have the Green V8 Bomber taking on Aftershock. And V8 Bomber flips over early. Aftershock is going to hit the end and he will advance. Next up we have Baja Buster taking on the Training Truck Zombie. And Zombie hits the side. We're going to count it because there's a lot of obstacles on here. I can't really help it. So Baja Buster will take the win. Next up, we have Pirate's Curse Ghost taking on Jurassic Attack. And Pirate's Curse Ghost is going to block Jurassic Attack and take the win. Next up, we have the Nitro Neon's Octonator taking on King Crunch. And they both go in complete opposite directions. We're going to count it. So Octonator went right there, and King Crunch went right there. So I'm going to see if I can get an aerial view with both of them in the frame. Just barely, I think I can. So let's move it straight down. And I can barely see because I'm kind of holding it above my head. But I think it looks like right there, if you can still see King Crunch, it looks like Octonator is barely going to take the win. Next up, we have Darth Vader taking on the regular Bakugan Dragonoid. And this is going to be a close race, but Dragonoid spins out, so it's not as close as I thought it would be. Darth Vader takes the win. Next up, we have Monster Mutt Husky taking on the Fire Soldier Fortune Black Ops. And this is going to be a good race, and it looks like Monster Mutt Husky is going to take the win. Next up, we have the Overcast Zombie taking on Braun Strowman. And Braun Strowman spins out the Overcast Zombie, and Braun Strowman will take the win. Next up, we have the Fire Megalodon taking on the Nomad Avenger. And Avenger spins out Megalodon, and Avenger, who made it to the semifinals in Series 189, is going to move on to round number 2. Next up, we have Tiger Shark taking on the Ice Soldier Fortune. And it's going to be Tiger Shark, they both end up hitting the side. Again, like I've said a couple times, I know the floor is really gross, but like I said, it's because we barely ever use this basement. But Tiger Shark is going to take the win. Next up, we have Captain's Curse taking on Wildfire. And sorry that the ramp moved a little bit there, but Captain's Curse is going to spin out, and Wildfire will get the comeback win. Next up, we have the Ice El Toro Loco taking on the Nitro Neon Son of a Digger. And El Toro Loco flips over. That's going to give the win to Son of a Digger. Next up, we have Demo Derby taking on the Fire Pirate's Curse. And Demo Derby will block the Fire Pirate's Curse for the win. Next up, we have Smash Squatch taking on the Training Trucks El Toro Loco. And Smash Squatch is going to get a block for the win. Next up, we have Blue Thunder taking on Slinger. And Blue Thunder flips over early. Slinger is going to go all the way to the end and take the win. Next up, we have Steer Clear taking on the Grandma Gravedigger. And another block. I don't know why that keeps on happening, but Steer Clear takes the win. Next up, we have the Training Trucks Gravedigger taking on Iron Outlaw. And Iron Outlaw spins out the Training Trucks Gravedigger, and Iron Outlaw will take the win. Next up, we have Camo Crashers, the 909, taking on the Blackout Max D. And every single race, it seems like, is either a truck spinning out the other one or a block. This time, Blackout Max D spins out the 909, and Max D will take the win. Next up, we have the Nitro Neon's Gravedigger taking on the Overcast Dragon. And this is actually going to be a clean race, or maybe not. Gravedigger hits the side, but we're going to count it, because anything counts down here in the basement. So Overcast Dragon will take the win. Next up, we have Stinger Unleashed taking on the Ice Dragonoid. And this is going to be a good race, finally. And Stinger Unleashed will take the win. Next up, we have SpongeBob taking on Wild Streak. And it's going to be Wild Streak taking the win over SpongeBob. Next up, we have the Fire Max D taking on Higher Education. And Max D is going to hit the side. We're going to count it because anything counts in the basement. Higher Education takes the win. Next up, we have a Fire and Ice battle with Ice Dragon and Fire Gravedigger. And it's going to be Ice Dragon. Next up, we have the Mystery Machine taking on the Golden Bakugan Dragonoid. And it's going to be Bakugan Dragonoid. The Mystery Machine turns to the right, and Dragonoid went all the way over here and will take the win. Next up, we have the Ice Earth Shaker taking on Bad News Travels Fast. And it is going to be Ice Earth Shaker. Bad News hits the side. Again, I'm sorry if you guys don't think it's fair, but I can't do a million reruns in the sign-up series. So Ice Earth Shaker will take the win. Next up, we have Podium Crasher taking on Big Kahuna. And it's going to be, let's see, will Big Kahuna come back? No, he will not. Podium Crasher takes the win. Next up, we have AJ Styles taking on the Glow-in-the-Dark Zombie. And it is going to be AJ Styles as he hits the end. Zombie doesn't even get there. AJ Styles wins. Next up, we have a Fire and Ice battle with Fire Zombie and Ice Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And it's going to be Monster Mutt Dalmatian. He hits it first, even if Zombie would have got that far, which he doesn't. So Monster Mutt Dalmatian wins. Next up, we have Pirate's Curse taking on Spider-Man. And it is going to be... Oh, Spider-Man runs into the chair. Should I rerun that one? Because the chair is kind of sticking out a little bit from where the line of trucks are. I mean, the only reason why I'm going to count this is because I have to keep it consistent. Because if I rerun this one, then technically I should have reran the other ones where trucks hit the side. So I'm sorry to whoever was in Spider-Man. I do apologize to you. But I'm going to give the win to Pirate's Curse just to stay consistent. So Pirate's Curse will move on. Next up, we have Bigfoot taking on the Training Trucks Megalodon. And this one is going to go to Bigfoot. Megalodon turns. Bigfoot ends up hitting the end, and he will advance. Next up, we have the Creature's Gravedigger taking on All Beefed Up. And it's going to go to All Beefed Up as Gravedigger hits the side. Again, I know that's kind of unfair, but I can't really help it because I don't want to have a million reruns. So All Beefed Up will take the win. Next up, we have Son of a Digger taking on the reigning championship truck, the Ice Alien Invasion. And it's going to be a close race. Son of a Digger hits the end first. Son of a Digger will take the win. Next up, we have Mohawk Warrior taking on Test Subject. And Mohawk Warrior turns to the side. He didn't hit the side, though. Test Subject goes all the way to the end. He hits the Nitro Neon's Dragon, and he will take the win. Next up, we have the Training Trucks Earthshaker taking on the Inverse Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And Earthshaker spins out early. He barely goes far at all. I think Inverse Dalmatian, I didn't see it, but it sounded like he hit the side. He might have turned right, bounced off, but either way, he's going to take the win. And for the final race of round number 1, we have Avenger taking on Earthshaker. And Avenger flips over, so the win is going to go to Earthshaker. By the way, that previous race is how Dave would say the names. But anyways, guys, here are all of the trucks in round number 2. There are 42 trucks remaining, and we are going to kick things off with Time Flies taking on Scooby-Doo. Round number 2 is underway. And Time Flies is going to take the win over Scooby-Doo. Next up, we have the Nitro Neon's Pirate's Curse taking on Loco Punk. And Loco Punk has a late start, and he was trying to come back, but he hits the side. That will give the win to Pirate's Curse. Next up, we have 2 past championship trucks. We have the Fire Monster Mutt Rottweiler taking on the BKT Printing Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And this is going to be a close one. Down to the end. Oh, man. So Rottweiler goes farther. But I got to be fair here. And if you guys, whoever's in Rottweiler, you can hear what I'm saying here. If you want to be fair, obviously Dalmatian was going to go farther. If the box wasn't there, Dalmatian would have won. So I'm sorry to whoever was in Rottweiler. Yes, you did go farther. But obviously, if the box wasn't there, Dalmatian would have won. So we're going to give the win to Monster Mutt Dalmatian. By the way, we do need a fast loser in this round. So whoever was in Fire Rottweiler, I will give you a chance in the fast loser to be fair. But anyways, next up we have the Overcast El Toro Loco taking on the Ice Northern Nightmare. And El Toro Loco is going to block Northern Nightmare for the win. Next up we have Aftershock taking on Baja Buster. And it's going to be Aftershock hits the chair. Baja Buster goes all the way to the end, and Baja Buster will take the win. Next up, we have Pirate's Curse Ghost taking on the Nitro Neon's Octonator. And it is going to be... Oh, they don't hit anything. So Pirate's Curse did end up hitting. There's a box under the chair. If you guys can see it under there. Pirate's Curse did hit it. He bounced back a little bit. But I don't know if you guys can tell. Let's take a look from the side angle. Now, you can't really see. Well, I guess you can kind of see where Pirate's Curse is. Right there. And if you go straight across, I think Pirate's Curse is going to take the win over Octonator. Just barely. Sorry if you guys disagree. But I think Pirate's Curse got it. Next up, we have Darth Vader taking on the Fire Soldier Fortune Black Ops. And Darth Vader flips over on his roof. Soldier Fortune Black Ops Fire will take the win. Next up, we have Braun Strowman taking on the Nomad Avenger. And it's going to be... Braun Strowman hits the box, but either way, this time, if the box wasn't there, obviously he would not have won, because Avenger, still with a lot of speed, hit the end, so Avenger takes the win. Next up, we have Tiger Shark taking on Wildfire. And it is going to be... Oh, Tiger Shark hits the box. Wildfire does end up hitting the end. So to be fair, we're gonna have to give the win to Wildfire. Next up, we have the Nitro Neon Son of a Digger taking on Demo Derby. And Son of a Digger takes a sharp right turn. Demo Derby hits the end just barely, and he will take the win. Next up, we have Smash Squatch taking on Slinger. And Smash Squatch, he turns. That's going to give the win to Slinger, who went under the chair. He hit the box, and he will take the win. Next up, we have Steer Clear taking on Iron Outlaw. And they go in different directions. Iron Outlaw hits the side. Steer Clear will take the win. Next up, we have Blackout Max D taking on Overcast Dragon. And it's going to be Overcast Dragon over Max D. Next up, we have Stinger Unleashed taking on Wild Streak. And it's going to be a close race. Stinger, he hits the chair. So sorry to whoever was in Stinger. Wild Streak takes the win. Next up, we have Higher Education taking on Ice Dragon. And it's going to be... Wow, they both hit stuff. But if we go straight down, you can see right there, the Ice Dragon will take the win. Next up, we have the Golden Dragonoid taking on the Ice Earthshaker. And, oh, Dragonoid hits the box. And it looks like, as you guys can see right there, Earthshaker will take the win. Next up, we have a Hot Wheels Monster Trucks battle with Podium Crasher taking on AJ Styles. And it's going to be... AJ Styles taking the win over Podium Crasher. Next up, we have the Ice Monster Mutt Dalmatian taking on Pirate's Curse. And Pirate's Curse has a bad run. He hits the box. Ice Dalmatian goes all the way. He will take the win. Next up, we have another Hot Wheels Monster Trucks battle. We have Bigfoot taking on All Beefed Up. And it is going to be Bigfoot with a block on All Beefed Up. Next up, we have Test Subject taking on Son of a Digger. And it is going to be, they go under the chair, and Test Subject will take the win. Next up, we have Inverse Monster Mutt Dalmatian taking on Earthshaker. And by the way, this is the final race till the Fast Loser race, as Earthshaker spins out Inverse Dalmatian goes under the chair, and he will take the win. So here are all the trucks in round number 3. There are 21 trucks remaining, but we need a fast loser race. And like I said, I would put Fire Rottweiler in the fast loser, and the truck that I have decided to have him race against is going to be Loco Punk. And it is going to be a close race, and it's going to be Rottweiler. If the line extended out that way, he would have hit first, so Rottweiler takes the win. So now it is finally time for round number 3. There are 22 trucks remaining, and we are going to kick things off with Time Flies taking on the Nitro Neon's Pirates Curse. And one thing that I realized when I just showed the races is that I accidentally showed that Son of a Digger was in the next round, but I meant to put Test Subject there. That was my mistake, but Test Subject is in the next round, and he will be taking on Bigfoot, not Son of a Digger, so my apologies. Round number 3 is underway. And Time Flies rolls over onto his roof. Pirates Curse Nitro Neons hits the end, and he will take the win. Next up, we have Monster Mutt Dalmatian taking on the Overcast El Toro Loco. And it's going to be Dalmatian with a block on El Toro Loco. Next up, we have Baja Buster taking on Pirates Curse Ghost. And it's going to be Baja Buster. Next up, we have the Fire Soldier Fortune Black Ops taking on Nomad Avenger. And it's going to be Soldier Fortune Black Ops Fire blocking Avenger for the win. Next up, we have Wildfire taking on Demo Derby. And another block, Wildfire will defeat Demo Derby. Next up, we have Slinger taking on Steer Clear. 2 trucks that made it very far in Series 189, and Slinger is going to block Steer Clear for the win. So the last 3 races have all been blocks. Will it happen again? We have Overcast Dragon taking on Wild Streak. And it will not happen again as Wild Streak turns to the side. Overcast Dragon is moving on to round 4. Next up, we have an ice battle with Ice Dragon taking on Ice Earthshaker. And it's going to be a good one. And it's going to be Dragon over Earthshaker, one of the best runs of the night. Next up, we have AJ Styles taking on the Ice Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And it's going to be Ice Dalmatian. Next up, we have Bigfoot taking on Test Subject. And Bigfoot goes off to the side. That is going to give the win to Test Subject. Next up, we have Monster Mutt Dalmatian Inverse taking on Monster Mutt Rottweiler Fire. And Monster Mutt Dalmatian Inverse will block Fire Rottweiler for the win. So these 11 trucks are into round number 4, but we need a fast loser race. The 2 trucks that I have chosen are Pirates Curse Ghost and Ice Earthshaker. And it's going to be Ice Earthshaker. So sorry to Pirates Curse Ghost. And now it is time for round number 4. There are 12 trucks remaining. There are 10 Spin Masters and 2 Hot Wheels Monster trucks, which are Baja Buster and Test Subject. So anyways, guys, we're going to kick things off with the Nitro Neon's Pirates Curse taking on Monster Mutt Dalmatian. So round number 4 is underway. And it's going to be a great race. One of the best races so far. Monster Mutt Dalmatian takes the win. Next up, we have Baja Buster taking on Soldier Fortune Black Ops Fire. And Baja Buster flips over. And the win goes to Fire Soldier Fortune Black Ops. Next up, we have Wildfire taking on Slinger. And it's going to be Wildfire flipping over and blocking Slinger for the win. Next up, we have a Battle of the Dragons. We have the Overcast Dragon taking on the Ice Dragon. And it's going to be the Ice Dragon, I think. Yes, it is. He defeats the Overcast Dragon. Next up, we have Ice Monster Mutt Dalmatian taking on the only Hot Wheels monster truck remaining, Test Subject. And Ice Dalmatian is going to block Test Subject for the win. And the final race of round number 4 is going to be Inverse Monster Mutt Dalmatian taking on Ice Earthshaker. And, oh, Inverse Dalmatian flips. Ice Earthshaker takes the win. And now it is time for round number 5. There are 6 trucks remaining. We have 5 Fire and Ice trucks. There are also 3 past champions, which are Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Ice Dragon, and Ice Monster Mutt Dalmatian. So now, without further ado, we are going to go over the field of trucks. So inside of Monster Mutt Dalmatian, the only regular truck remaining, we have Monster Jams times 10. Inside of the Fire Soldier Fortune Black Ops, we have Mike Kanzaneri. Inside of Wildfire, we have Max Up Gear Up. Inside of Ice Dragon, we have Gaming with Dev. Inside of Ice Monster Mutt Dalmatian, we have Monster Jam 101. And inside of the Ice Earthshaker, we have Metal Sonic Dude. So without further ado, we are going to kick things off with Monster Mutt Dalmatian taking on the Fire Soldier Fortune Black Ops. Who is going to be the first person to move on to the semifinals, Monster Mutt Dalmatian or Fire Black Ops? It is going to be Fire Soldier Fortune Black Ops. So we do need a fast loser in this round, and obviously there's only 3 losers, so we're going to need 2 in the race, of course, so there is a good chance that Dalmatian could come back, so don't worry. But anyways, next up we have a Fire and Ice battle with Wildfire taking on Ice Dragon. And Wildfire flips over, and the win goes to the Ice Dragon. Next up, the final race until the fast loser race is going to be Ice Monster Mutt Dalmatian taking on Ice Earthshaker. And Ice Dalmatian flips, but he is going to block Ice Earthshaker for the win. Alright, so these 3 guys are in the semifinals. Now we need a fast loser. Unfortunately, out of the 3 guys that lost in that round, Wildfire had the worst run. So unfortunately, he is eliminated. But now, who is going to go to the semifinals in your fast loser race? We have Monster Mutt Dalmatian taking on Ice Earthshaker. It's going to be Monster Mutt Dalmatian with a block. And now we are down to the semifinals of Sign Up Series 190, the Racing in the Basement Edition. So let's go over the field of trucks. Inside of the Fire Soldier Fortune Black Ops, who made his debut last series, so this is only his 2nd series ever, is being driven by one-time champion Mike Canzoneri. Inside of the Ice Dragon, which is a 2-time championship truck, is being driven by Gaming with Dev. Inside of the Ice Monster Mutt Dalmatian, which is a 1-time championship truck, is being driven by Monster Jam 101. And then the BKT Printing Monster Mutt Dalmatian is a 1-time championship truck as well. He won Series 186 when it was driven by Thomas Thompson, but this time it is being driven by Monster Gems times 10, who has never won before. So the only truck here that's never won is Fire Black Ops, but then out of the drivers, that is the only driver that has ever won before. So this is an interesting semifinals. Now, I'm going to pause it really quick right here. So let's see who's going to go to the championship race. So who is going to move on to the championship race? Is it going to be Mike Canzoneri or Gaming with Dev? It's going to be Gaming with Dev in the Ice Dragon. So sorry to Mike Canzoneri for losing in the semifinals. You were so close to getting your 2nd ever win. Better luck in Series 191 to you, bro. But now, who is going to face the Ice Dragon in the championship race? Is it going to be Monster Jam 101 and Monster Mutt Dalmatian Ice, or Monster Jams times 10 and the regular Monster Mutt Dalmatian? It is going to be a great race. Dalmatian Ice hits the side. Dalmatian gets very close to hitting the end. He did not. But to be consistent, I do know that is kind of unfair, but I have to be consistent with the calls that I've made previously in this event. So I'm going to have to count that. I'm so sorry to Monster Jam 101, but Monster Jams times 10 is in the championship race. And now it is time for the championship race of Sign Up Series number 190. So inside of the Ice Dragon, we have Gaming with Dev. Now, Ice Dragon actually is the only Spin Master truck on my channel with more than 1 championship. He has 2, and Ice Dragon is looking to get his 3rd. He's not very consistent, but every once in a while, like in this series, he shows a lot of speed. And like I just said, he's done it this time, so he's looking to get his 3rd ever win. And then Gaming with Dev is trying to get his 1st. Inside of Monster Mutt Dalmatian, which is a 1-time championship truck that is being driven by Monster Gems times 10, who has been signing up for my sign-up series for a while, but has never won before. So, and that is a 1-time championship truck, like I said. So let's see who is going to win. Your winner of Sign Up Series 190, the Racing in the Basement Edition, is going to be none other than... Oh, Ice Dragon flips over. Your winner is going to be Monster Jams times 10 in the Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Congratulations, bro. Like I said, you've been signing up for my sign-up series for so long, and you have finally got your 1st ever championship. So congratulations, Monster Jams times 10. And as for Gaming with Dev, you were so close to getting your 1st ever championship. Better luck in Series 191 to you. And Ice Dragon almost got his 3rd, but he falls just short. So congratulations one last time to Monster Gems times 10 and Monster Mutt Dalmatian, which is now a 2-time championship truck and is now the 2nd Spin Master truck on my channel to get more than 1 win, which the other one is Ice Dragon. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I know this sign-up series wasn't the best because I hit stuff on the side a lot and I didn't rerun it, but hopefully you guys understand I didn't want to do a ton of reruns. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you guys do subscribe. Also, leave a like on the video, turn on post notifications, and comment anything you guys have to say, and I'll see you guys next time.